In a good development, more and more non-English large language models are appearing on the scene. That and not only the bloke, but also various other peoples are creating quantized versions of those non-English models. In this video, I'm going to show you how you can install Vietnamese Llama 2 7 billion model on your local laptop in Windows. You can install this LLM in any of the cloud server or wherever your Windows are running. The only prerequisites is that you should have a decent CPU or better yet, a GPU. So let's get started. First, let me introduce you to this Vietnamese Llama 2 model, which is quite nice. So the researchers have used a single epoch continually pre-training, also known as incremental pre-training, using the Llama 2 Chat 7 billion model on a mixed data set which is of size more than 40 GB. This data set is composed of, as you can see on their Hugging Face page, 19 GB of Vietnamese news, more than 1 GB of Vietnamese Wikipedia, around 1.6 GB of Vietnamese book, some Vietnamese legal documents around 4.5 GB, and then 2 GB of Vietnamese legal text, then some English books, English Wikipedia, and few other potpourri of sources. Also, they have employed sentence piece to retrain a Vietnamese tokenizer with a vocabulary size of 20K. This is amazing because they haven't used any Vietnamese word segmentation, and they merged this vocabulary with the original one of Llama 2 and removed the duplicate tokens. So that is how this improves the encoding of Vietnamese text, whereby reducing the number of tokens by 50%. So this is amazing. And there are a lot of things which they have shown around LoRa config, and if you go at the top, they will also show you the files and versions and a lot of other things. You would need to log in to see the model card of it. I'll be using Block's quantized version of it, which is quite small, and it would enable me to run it on my laptop. Okay, so that's done. Let me show you how you can install it. I'm already logged into my local laptop on Windows, which has one GPU, but try it out with the single CPU with around, I would say, 25 GB of RAM, and it should be good enough. So the tool I'm going to use for this installation is called as LM Studio. If you don't know what LM Studio is and how to install it, I have a separate video around it, which you can search on my channel, and I will also drop the link to it in video's description. Okay, so the first step you need to do is to go to the home page on the left hand side of this LM Studio. Then in the search bar, type Vietnamese, and there you go. The first one is this Vietnamese Llama 2 7 billion from Block. On the right hand side, there are various files of different quantization. I normally go with U5KS, which is a good balance between the size and the performance. Let's drop it a little bit so that we could see. There you go. This one I'm going to use. It is already downloaded because I just downloaded it half an hour ago. If you want to download it, just click on download button and it will start downloading in the bottom half. Now it is already downloaded, and if you click on the left hand side on this folder icon, this is showing you that it has been downloaded and it should work. Now in order to get it working, click on these three dots on the left hand side. On the top, click on this drop down and select your Llama 2 Vietnamese 20K, and let's wait for it to load. Okay, so it is saying that it is unable to load it. That is fine. All you need to do is to just restart it, and this should be good. Let me close it, exit, and then restart it. I restarted it few times. It didn't work. There are seems still few bugs with LM Studio. So what I'm doing it, I just deleted that file from here on the folder icon, and I'm re-downloading it. As you can see, I have clicked on download, and on the bottom section, it is downloading it again. The size is around 4.65 GB. So let's wait for it to finish, and hopefully this time it will work. And one pointer we could get is that you can see on the right hand side, there is a tick with green that should work. So it seems that they have tested it. So let's wait for it to finish. Okay, thankfully this time it has finished successfully. As you can see that now the status is finished and it has downloaded. So now let's try it out. Also click on this folder button to make sure it is downloaded. Yes, it is, should work. And now click on these three dots, select the model to load. There you go, we have our model. Let's click on it. Let's wait for it to download, to load into the local system, and on the top left you can see the memory usage. So that's done. Now let's talk with it. Just drag it down a bit to make sure the chat text box is visible. Now, as the model is Vietnamese, so let's first go to Google Translate, and I'm going to translate my English text into my Vietnamese text. So let me do that first. I'll just ask it, what is the capital of Australia? And let's wait for Vietnam. This is the Vietnamese. Let me copy it, go back to LM Studio, paste here it in the text box if it allows me. No, let me do it again. Copy here. Okay, it's not letting me paste it. Maybe I will. I think it is not accepting the Vietnamese text here. Let me try it out. Somehow it should work. Okay, it's not. Maybe I'll ask it in English then and see what happens. I have restarted it and I will give it another go to see if it is able to accept the Vietnamese. Oh yes, it is. So again, this is bit buggy. As you can see, I have to restart this LM Studio a few times, but that is fine. Okay, so this is a Vietnamese prompt, and I'm asking it what is the capital of Australia in Vietnamese. Let's see what it says. And you can see on the top left, it is showing me the consumption of memory and CPU, and it should print Canberra. Okay, I have no idea what that is. Maybe some of the Vietnamese friend would tell us. Maybe I'll translate it. And I'm going to paste it here. Okay, I have no idea. I think it is just hallucinating, maybe due to the quantization. Anyway, I'll ask it. Maybe I'll go back here to Google Translate and I'll ask something like any Vietnamese phrase. I'll just ask us, how are you? And then copy it here, go back here, print, and then ask, let's ask it. Let's wait for it to come back. It is processing. Okay, I have no idea. Let's see. It seems correct to me, but let's see. Okay, so Athug means, I have no idea what Athug means. Maybe if some Vietnamese people are watching, they might be able to tell me. But anyway, um, whether it is working or not, I will make you the judge. But at least you now know how to install it locally on Windows, the Vietnamese 7 billion model. I hope that you enjoyed it. If you're stuck somewhere, please let me know. And if you have any thoughts on it, please share. And if you like the content, please consider subscribing to the channel. Thank you very much.